Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers for Monday, October 28th, indicate that Dante Falconeri will question Steven Weber about Heather Weber and whether he will be able to persuade his mother to leave Port Charles. Heather needed some convincing before agreeing to Steven's plan to travel to Arizona with him. Of all, Heather hasn't officially made the move yet, so Dante may be concerned that the deal will fall through. Heather will inform Laura Collins that she has the most incredible news. Heather will provide updates on her independence and reunification with Steven, but she may also want to meet Ace Cassadine before departing. That could allow Ace to play on Heather's heartstrings and entice her to stay after all. However, it's also possible that the GH writers are finished with Heather's tale and are ready to move her off canvas for a bit. According to General Hospital teasers, Laura will receive some relief on Monday's episode, thus Heather may ultimately stick to Steven's Sedona plan. Nina Reeves will then inform Drew Quartermaine that they have a huge problem. It could be tied to Drew's campaign, as he will take a major blow on Monday's GH episode. Ned Quartermaine recruited Elaine the PI to gather evidence of Drew's infidelity, so things may get worse later. Ned will gain a significant edge in the upcoming episodes, and he may obtain evidence that jeopardizes Drew and Willow Corintho's secret. Anna Devane will pester Jack Brennan in his office. Brennan will not be pleased with the interruption, but Anna will insist on getting out of his hair once he tells her what she needs to know. Anna is eager to find Charlotte Cassadine because of Lulu Spencer's transplant, so she'll press Brennan for information on Valentine Cassadine's whereabouts and hope he gives in. Meanwhile, Sonny Corinthos and Holly Sutton will have another meeting to argue about the conditions of their diamond agreement. Sonny will emphasize that if he's going to aid Holly, she must make it worthwhile. Because the threat has increased as a result of spiteful Jen Sidwell's arrival in the United States, Sonny may demand a larger portion, irritating Holly in the process. Jason Morgan and Damian Spinelli will take on a new task in Monday's episode, which could be tied to all the diamond drama and preventing Sidwell as a threat. Cody Bell will lose his cool at the Quartermaine stables and declare that he does not want to be Sasha Gilmore Corbin's friend. It appears that Sasha will reveal her Robert Scorpio paternity bombshell, as well as the fact that she has discovered they are cousins. Sasha may try to keep their friendship intact, but Cody will be enraged by Holly's lie and devastated to lose Sasha as his lover. According to General Hospital teasers, Sasha will lose her cool later, so she may return to Holly in rage about all the damage her mother has caused. According to General Hospital spoilers, Dr. Frida Navarro will appear in several new scenes. The return of General Hospital's most popular OBGYN suggests that a pregnancy narrative is in the works. Of course, the most logical patient is Brooke Lynn Quartermaine, who is ready to create a family with Harrison Chase. Dr. Navarro may become Brooke Lynn's OBGYN after she has a baby. However, Brooke Lynn's efforts to conceive may not go as planned. The program could present some conception challenges for Brooke Lynn and Chase to overcome, thus Dr. Navarro could be involved in breaking some terrible news. However, Dr. Navarro may uncover a long-buried secret. There has been conjecture that Giovanni Gio Palmieri is a son that Brooke Lynn gave up for adoption, so she may admit to Dr. Navarro that this is not her first baby rodeo. Naturally, we should not rule out other pregnancy options, especially now that Dr. Navarro is back in the picture. Now that Molly and Dex Heller are growing closer, we won't be surprised if they cheat. That might lead to Molly becoming pregnant with a miraculous baby, which could seriously damage her relationship with TJ Ashford. Betraying TJ and being pregnant by another guy will undoubtedly terminate Molly's current relationship. That being said, it may take some time for Molly to get into bed with Dex and possibly become pregnant despite her infertility concerns. Brooke Lynn appears to be the more likely possibility for Dr. Navarro scenes until then, so we'll bring you more plot predictions and updates on any impending shockers. No matter what GH is up to, Dr. Navarro should be entangled in more baby drama sooner or later. By the time this sizzling plot comes to a close, another kid could be on canvas. According to General Hospital teasers, another pregnancy storyline could be on the way soon, so stay tuned to the ABC drama. Today on General Hospital, Anna vows to find Charlotte for Laura, Holly offers Cody an easy payday, and Steven persuades Heather to accompany him to Arizona. Heather is taken aback by Stephen Lars and Elizabeth's presence outside of Pentonville. Stephen greets his sister Lizzie, and his mother hugs him. Heather believes Stephen has come for her. Liz hugs her brother, and Heather remarks that it is a strange coincidence that they both got out of prison at the same moment. Stephen says he has been away for a few months, and they have a lot to talk about, but not now. Heather knows where they should go and drags him away. Terry informs Laura that Sam's surgery has begun and that Lulu is being prepared to enter the operating room. She'll let her know when she has more information. Anna drops by to check up on Laura, who is currently on her alone while Rocco and Dante eat. Anna offers to stay with her. Laura believes she may not be the finest company. Laura thanks her for traveling to Africa to find Lucky and describes how Lucky was heartbroken that he couldn't save Lulu. According to Anna, Lucky remained calm in the face of a crisis and risked his life to save Isaiah. Laura comments that as a result, Isaiah has come to save Lulu. Cyrus approaches and requests to sit with his sister, but Laura says that she and Anna are in the middle of something. Anna excuses herself so they can speak. Cyrus offers to pray for Lulu. Laura enables him to, and he then says he'll leave her to her vigil. Laura requests that Cyrus not show up unexpectedly again and instead call her beforehand. Cyrus enters the elevator, and Anna returns with coffee. She's relieved Laura doesn't trust Cyrus. Laura is unsure what to think of him, but she has no illusions about him either. Laura asks Anna if she has heard from Valentine. Anna has not. Laura believes Charlotte should be here. Anna mentions that she has contacted numerous people but has not received a response. She is not giving up, and neither is Laura. Laura chatted with Brennan, and he said very little. Anna believes she can work another angle with Brennan. Laura believes it is bad for Charlotte to live her life on the run, and she is upset with Valentine for taking her. Anna claims Valentine could not have predicted this with Lulu, but Valentine understands how important Charlotte is to Laura and Lulu. She believes his choice to leave was swift. However, she swears to find Valentine and return Charlotte. Diane and Alexis are working in the conference room, which Terry arranged for them to use. Alexis is trying to distract herself from the procedure as they talk about their next cases. Their conversation quickly shifts to Molly and Christina's ongoing feud, Rick defending Ava, and Rick obtaining Heather's release from prison. General Hospital spoilers: we're still waiting for definitive proof, but General Hospital's Holly is positive that Robert is Sasha's father. The paternity test results are still pending, but Emma Sams appears to be fully committed to the twist. And before Sasha and Cody fans take up arms, perhaps she should explain why. Holly's portrayer told Soap Opera Digest that she and Tristan Rogers were both surprised and love it, you know. She went on to explain that it's precisely what you want on a soap opera, a story that gets everyone talking, whether it's good talk or not. That's what you want, to be handed something, an issue, that is both troublesome and full of possibility. And, while she did not directly address the notion of cousins falling in love, it is difficult to avoid it. Because troublesome does not even begin to describe it. And that is especially true if it results in snatching Sasha's happiness away once more. She's been through a lot and finally seems to have found her way with Cody. And now, cousins. Potentially. But, as Sams pointed out, that's essentially giving the supporters what they've always wanted. Not taking Sasha's happiness away, but potentially giving it to Holly and Robert. So many people really wanted Robert and Holly to have had a child, Sams told the newspaper. So, some people will be satisfied. Some people are going to be disappointed that they have a child, but it is not Ethan. Some folks do not care. Finally, Sams is content regardless of how the fans react, as long as they are invested. I welcome all of that, and I think Tristan and I were really pleased that we have a story that's got so much to it. No matter how things turn out, the reaction to this story thus far shows that the fans genuinely care. We think we were prepared with this news, given how rarely Leslie Charleson has been on General Hospital in recent years. Still, it seems bad to type the lines. It is unlikely that she will ever return to the show. In 1977, the veteran actress landed the role of future Monica Quartermaine. And for decades, the A-flame in the wind and As the World Turns Alan was on the front burner as the mercurial doctor dealt with everything from breast cancer to Alan's infidelity. Charleston's progress slowed over time due to health concerns. In 2018, she tripped over her dog, injuring her leg. A year later, she had surgery on her hand to heal a fracture that I got while rescuing my tortoise off of a hillside, she said on Facebook. Charleston made her final General Hospital appearance during the holidays in 2023. Her character has been mentioned several times since then, but she has yet to appear to trade barbs with Tracy, her sister-in-law. According to Closer Weekly, the actress is doing her best to recover from her injuries, but it is harder for her to get around at her age. She's doing okay considering the circumstances, and at least getting out and meeting friends. However, although she'd be welcomed back to the show with open arms, the site's source continued, it's unlikely she'll ever return. What's next? Sam's loved ones will have to deal with the grief of losing her after this transplant. Because Molly Lansing Davis and Christina Corinthos Davis did not show up at the hospital to support Sam, we anticipate that decision will haunt them in the coming weeks. Christina and Molly's farewell encounter with Sam caused strife rather than the family togetherness Sam desired, so her sisters will have to live with it. Of course, those who gathered at GH, such as Scout Quartermain and Danny Morgan, will shed many tears. Danny and Scout were able to tell Sam they loved her one final time before she went to the OR, so they'll have something to hold on to when heartbreak strikes. According to General Hospital spoilers, Sam's awful conclusion will continue to create ripples in the soap world, so stay tuned for more terrible news. CDL will have more scorching General Hospital spoilers, predictions, news, and updates to read, so make us your go-to GH destination. Out in the waiting room, Dante suggests that Rocco go to school. He doesn't want to leave, so Dante offers if Sam agrees, he can stay and do his schoolwork. As they leave, Isaiah approaches and Laura inquires about their well-being. They discuss the hazards, but Laura assures the doctor that if he gives her the opportunity, she will succeed. Rick sits with Heather in the jail conference room. She regrets missing Alexis and expresses a desire to win something. Rick informs her that the judge has vacated her sentence. She's going free. She's stunned. Are you messing with me? There are no halfway houses, parole officers, or ankle monitors. Nothing. She's completely free. Heather stands up, shouts, and hugs Rick, thanking him sincerely. She plans to make the most of her second chance. That's excellent, but the hip settlement may take some time to arrive, so she'll have to sustain herself in the meantime. She does not want to think about that right now. Fine, but she needs to find a place to stay. She names Laura or Alexis, but Rick argues they are both going through a crisis and are connected. GH's Rick sits patiently at the prison table with Heather, studying her with folded hands while she speaks. Think. Is there anyone I can call? Liz tells Portia about Heather and asks if she can help. If Plan A fails, I may take you up on that offer. Liz wonders what Plan A is. She does not receive an answer because Portia insists that they focus on the transplant rather than Heather. Curtis is taking care of her. Liz warns her to be cautious. Isaiah comes over to help himself to some Eckerts, but is called away before he can finish his meal. Brad wanders over, agreeing to hold one for the doctor, then informs Liz and Portia that he needs to leave his work early to attend a baseball game. Liz is stunned, but Brad makes a veiled remark to Portia, who looks unwell and encourages him to have fun. Liz from General Hospital frowns as she glances up at Portia. They're discussing about Brad when Lucas steps in and cracks a joke about Brad's pastries, prompting the crew to forget about him. In his office, Curtis meets Steve as Heather Weber's prodigal son. Steve informs Curtis that he is no longer a doctor and inquires as to why he requested an in-person appointment. He doesn't want to remain long. Port Charles has a lot of negative memories. Curtis informs him that when Steve departs, he wants him to take his mother with him. I was really hoping this trip had nothing to do with Heather. Curtis updates Steve on Heather's release. He stands up, shocked. What do you want from me? Curtis simply wants him to take Heather far away from Port Charles, but Steve refuses. Curtis claims he'll make it worthwhile. Steve isn't sure he could get her if he wanted to. he can't get her out of Port Charles. Curtis is confident she will go voluntarily. Laura will finally cut off access to Ace, leaving only Steve. Steve continues to refuse to accept responsibility for her, so Curtis threatens him that if he does not, he would be held accountable for what's left of her. He wants to defend his family, and Steve needs to be with them. Curtis will boost Steve's income until he is able to support himself independently. It is either that or the alternatives, which are much less pleasant. After some thought, Heather phones Liz and asks if she can bring her up from prison for Franco. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.